To me, this is so disrespectful to women, period.
Right.
The fact that they're allowing these men to join their athletic associations and participate in their competition and destroy these women. First off, how sick does a man have to be willing to call himself a woman and lob off his penis just so he could beat the shit out of women? You know, that is a sickness right there in and of itself. Two, no one asks these women if they're going to feel uncomfortable undressing in a locker room in front of a fucking dude with his wang out.
That just happened. That swimmer, that big freaking muscular swimmer who's crushing all the women's records. So they're in the locker room, and the ladies are in there. I mean, it's not only disgusting, but these women have literally trained their whole fucking life to participate in this, and then you just throw this fucking dude in there.
But not only that, subconsciously, these women
matter.
To where it was more of a sisterhood. They're there and whatever. Right. They take off their brassiere and they get dressed up. And now on a subconscious level, there's a fucking guy there with a wang out.
Yeah.
Right behind me.
Yeah, that's
staring at me undressed.
He should be gone.
That does not. I don't understand how that is okay. And then not only that, these women were not asked their permission,
right,
to undergo such trauma.
Well, you know how
you know what I'm saying. Like
women are superior to us.
My whole thing is like, how are you gonna force this onto these women? Did they sign some sort of consent? Yeah, saying they allow a man to be in their locker room, wang out, spinning helicopter and stuff. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's funny.
That's funny, but Jesus,
it's not okay. Extreme narcissism.
Biologically, scientifically, you are a man,
right?
And that speaks on a physiological level,
right?
So one, you cannot produce children,
right?
Or you can't bear children,
right?
Two, you're gonna be physically superior to a majority.
Stronger, yeah.
I seen this video on Instagram. It was hilarious. 10 one-legged soccer players against 10 female soccer players, fully capable and healthy with their 2 legs.
And what happened, Jason?
10 zip. 10
one-legged soccer players.
The one-legged male soccer players with crutches destroyed the women soccer players of able mind and body.
There go our women followers.
I'm just saying. You know what? The women followers that listen to us,
they're smart enough.
They're smart enough. They understand that this isn't. We're not.
And we know women are superior. I mean, men we're a failed fucking hydraulic system. Mm-hmm. They're not physically stronger than we are. However, they're more intelligent, more emotionally intelligent. They can take more pain, psychological, and their system works all the time, right? Like a man, the top half is 100%, or the bottom half is 100%.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's been my experience. I'm not saying I'm right.
I hear you.
It's just been my experience.
Listen, once again, it's just dark and light.
Yeah.
All right. We need each other to observe each other and to acknowledge each other's existence, but we're not the same, and we all have our own purpose. Okay. As far as saying one is more superior than the other, I do not agree with that.
Right.
Whatsoever. I don't think women are better than men, and I don't think men are better than women because we are,
human.
two separate, different things.
Yeah.
And we have our own purposes in this life, and we have our own contributions to the species. You know what I'm saying? Now, when the lines start to get blurred, that's when things start to fall out of whack, and that's where we are right now.
Because the bottom half of your body has more blood in it than the top. That's when the line gets blurred. It's like driving a bus with a dirty windshield, right? Yeah. It's a Joe Rogan reference. It's what do they call that?
Well, I'll tell you this right now. I don't agree with that because I've met several promiscuous women, sexually promiscuous women that can't control their fucking hormones, and their horniness. That's either way. And then
that's valid.
Yeah, to me, it's a seasonal thing, a mental seasonal thing. Is where you are consciously. It's how you were raised, your traumas and all that stuff. Because there's plenty of men that are very well restrained when it comes to that as well.
Agreed.
There's some men that just are turned off by that promiscuity as well, and vice versa. So, like I said, I don't think we're superior to one another. We just have our own purpose in this world, and the lines being blurred is when the women are being encouraged to take on the men's role, and the men are being encouraged to take on the women's role.
I agree.
And then so now what do you get?
This.
Yeah, you get a stalemate in the population. You get a point to where men and women are no longer cooperating with each other,
right,
to push the species forward and progress,
right,
and now we're turning ourselves into enemies.
right, which is all part of this agenda.
Exactly.